acknowledge that they are there. And that's it. They're there, but try not to pay too much attention to them. Pay attention to me, my voice, and my pendant. Once you start to feel sleepy, we can get started with picturing certain places, which I think you will find very relaxing. So just focus on my voice and my pendant while I get you in a super sleepy state of mind. Okay? So I'm gonna count to 30, and you're gonna feel super duper sleepy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. At this point, I hope that you are feeling a lot more sleepy. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna do some mic brushing so that if you're not feeling as sleepy as I was hoping, perhaps that'll help you slip into a deeper state of mind. Okay. So I'm just gonna whisper to you while I do some mic brushing. Of course, if you don't like mic brushing, that's totally fine. You're welcome to skip through this part because it won't be super long. It's just this small brush and then go up. Each time the brush will get bigger and bigger. So this brush is super cute. And I'm gonna do the same thing, except instead of the trigger being mic brushing, it's going to be brushing you. So go ahead, and I think one of the most relaxing things, honestly, is getting your makeup done. It really is. Just having the soft bristles run down your face. It's really nice, trust me. Honestly, if you are feeling really stressed or sad, which we're human, it happens a lot to some of us more than others, I suggest getting a sibling, a parent, a friend, a significant other, anyone to just give you a little massage or something, or even take a brush and just run it on your face. I think that it would really help. Take a nice bath. Watch ASMR in the bath. If you've never watched ASMR in the bath before, that is some good stuff right there. The water sort of like trickles on the parts of the body that are exposed, and then you're watching the video, so you're already getting tingles, and it's warm. It's so lovely. If you've never watched ASMR in the bath, I highly suggest. It's super nice. Okay. I want you to wind down for me. Everything is going to be okay. At the end of the day, if you know that you're going to be okay, you know that you can make it no matter what, it's super comforting. So all you need to think is, I can do it. I can make it. No matter what happens, I'm going to be alive. I can still do things I like. I can still have my freedom, you know what I mean? And no matter what I've been through or what I have to go through, I can make it. I promise you, you can make it. Okay? It's really important. Mental health is such an important subject that isn't really spoken about often enough, I don't think. Recently, it's been coming up more. It's not weird to have issues with your mental health, I'll tell you that much. Everyone's got it, even if they don't admit it. We've all got our own problems. Some of us are just better at hiding it, you know? You don't realize how comforting it is for other people to know you're going through the same thing. I know whenever I'm having an issue with anything, I look it up. Sometimes it ends good, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time, it ends with me finding an area, like a video describing what I'm feeling in a comment section full of people who feel the same way, and I'm just that time heals everything. No matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, time heals everything. And if you believe you're strong enough to conquer it, then you will. And I know that it's easy for me to say that. What you're going through is a lot more difficult than just going through it, you know what I mean? But sometimes we just have to remember that we're strong. You know what I mean? We're stronger than we think. Sometimes it feels a lot easier to give up and be negative, when in reality, doing the opposite is going to make things in your life easier in the long run. If you ever need serious help, it's always good to talk to a doctor. If you feel like you can't do it alone, there's nothing wrong with talking to a doctor, or family, or friends, because you really shouldn't be doing something like that alone. You shouldn't be going through anything terrible alone. I suggest talking to somebody, okay? Or me. Keep watching me. I can help you. No, just kidding, I'm not a doctor. If you need serious help, go to a doctor, but definitely I use ASMR as a coping mechanism when I feel anxious or depressed. I'm sorry if you hear any cars in the background. My window's open. I know some people enjoy it, but I hope it doesn't bother anybody. I promise you that no matter what you're going through, we can do this, okay? I really do want you to feel better. I want you to be able to relax. There's nothing worse than just wanting that feeling to go away. Just wanting to feel better and not being able to. I know exactly how that feels. Sometimes even doing something like drawing or listening to music, watching your favorite show just doesn't help. Nothing seems to make it go away, and I totally understand. passion. Maybe you need to find a passion. What are you passionate about? Why don't you pursue that? If you feel maybe you need to distract yourself from the struggles of life or something you're going through, take something you're passionate about and put your everything into that. Not only will it distract you and make you feel better, but it might turn into something amazing that you never thought of, you know? Maybe you need a self-care day where you go ahead and put on a face mask, get a pedicure, order your favorite food, favorite dessert or something, take a bath, watch a movie, get a massage, get your nails done, get your hair done. Whatever makes you feel good, why don't you choose a day and do all those things for yourself? I bet you it'll make you feel a little bit better at least, right? A little stress relieved. Okay, so now we're stepping up the brush game, an actual brush. There's like little fluffies in it, so I hope that doesn't bother anybody. I cleaned it the best I could, but this is a wet brush, so there's tiny, tiny bristles, and fluffies get stuck in it, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna brush with this. Okay, maybe I'll do some mic brushing as well. Help relax you and whisper while I do that. What do you think? I think that'll be nice. I just want you to know that you're loved and that you're important no matter what has happened to you or who has told you you're not. I want you to know that you are. You're special. That everybody is special in their own way. And maybe if something didn't work out with a friend or a boyfriend, a girlfriend, even parent or family member, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe your souls just were not connected in a way that was healthy. Rather than thinking of it as a loss, think of it as a way to, I don't know, meet new people that align with you better. Maybe you need to put yourself out there so that you can meet those people if that is your issue. You know, you really have to learn in life how to be happy with yourself, because the more that you depend on others, the more miserable you're going to be. Nothing is definite. You need to be comfortable with that. Once you become comfortable with being alone, and know that no matter what, you can find happiness with yourself, life seems a lot less scary. Of course, it's still scary, but being able to be comfortable with you and with what you do on your own is super liberating and stress relieving in itself. So then you're not worrying about everything going on in life. You're knowing that no matter what, I'm going to be okay. I know how to make me happy because I know me best, you know? I don't really like this brush too much. It's not creating great triggers. It sounds nice, however. Okay, I'm gonna do some hand movements for you now. sadness, and I'm replenishing it with happiness and sleepiness. Okay, trust me. Pulling it out like a string, long string of negativity being pulled out of your body, and you're already feeling the positivity soaring through your bones. You're perfect in your own way. If you think you're the coolest person on earth, you are. If you think